Hello, this is Will from Will to Trade. You can check me out at willtotrade.com. We have a live chat room that we meet with every day, Monday through Friday, starting as early as 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Obviously, we're talking about stocks that are gapping up, gapping down, stocks that are in play. We try to send alerts throughout the day, letting people know what's in action. And this is one of the stocks that we're checking out, alerting, and trading today. GBIM. GBIM is a tricky stock that we were able to capture some moves on, and I wanted to kind of go over that, and I wanted to kind of go over some of the trade opportunities with this particular stock. But first I wanted to zoom out, and I wanted to show you, this is GBIM on the 1 minute chart for today. As you can see here, there was almost no pre-market activity, and that's fine. So, you know, there's some stocks that gap up in the morning, and we want to look at those stocks, and those stocks could be really great stocks to trade. But sometimes, you know, a stock like this does not gap up in the morning at all. In fact, it doesn't even do much in the first, part of the morning, and then all of a sudden it starts to come to life. So this second half of the day really is not as exciting as the first half or the first section of the day. So I'll zoom in on this part of the day so you can see it. Again, these are 1 minute candles. This is here an hour and 15 minutes or so into the day. Again, I mean, there's almost no volume activity. There's not really that much price activity. And then all of a sudden the stock starts taking off. I think there was some news on it. But again, I'm looking more from a technical point of view. For me, it's not so much what the news is as much as the reaction to the news. Once there's good reaction to the news, then the stock starts really moving. Once you see these three big green candles, the stock will come up on your scanner. You'll see it. You'll see there's some activity, and you'll say, okay, it's in play. And then you have to start making decisions. Do I want to trade it? Do I not want to trade it? Do I want to go long? Do I want to go short? If I want to go long, do I want to dip buy? Do I want to buy at the break of a new high? Do I want to buy somewhere in the middle? Do I want to try to buy an apex point? So we'll talk about those kind of opportunities. So down here we have $1.40. This is not the price where we alerted it. Obviously, it's easy to tell in retrospect that this would have been a really great buying opportunity because it comes after this candle. This candle is actually a really bullish candle, showing that the bulls are in charge and that the candles are going to continue to rise. So that if you see a candle like this, it's a good chance that the price will continue to go up, and you certainly could buy right afterwards. But we actually decided to buy here at the $1.60 level, just because it was kind of like right in the middle of this activity. So again, for buying at $1.60, you could either buy here or here at $1.60, which of course you have to ride this out, which is, a little nerve-wracking to ride this out, or you'd buy here and then ride this little move out, or you'd buy right here, which of course in retrospect is a great place to buy. And then we were alerting to sell at the $1.95 range. The reason we were alerting to sell at $1.95 is because, the stock was trading in the $1 range, and, we didn't know what the push above $2 would be like. Obviously it did push above $2, but we want to try to trade within the $1 range first, and then if it pushes above $2, then we could look for further trades there. So let's actually see here. We zoom in. So, again, the idea is when it starts moving up, it's in play, and you have to make some decisions and how you want to play it. This particular, I'm going to call it a cup for lack of a better word. Again, we talk about in all the videos, is actually fairly bullish, but it's kind of a choppy cup. Because it hits, a couple different points of being for the high of day in the middle of it, and it's kind of a tricky cup to really trade to find an apex point. But again, on a cup like this, you're either going to want to buy sort of towards the lows at $1.40 at this arrow, or if you don't buy at $1.60, you may want to buy above all of this activity. Above all this activity could put you right here at the $1.70 range. And that's fine too. Again, what I try to show in all these videos is there's really no one right or wrong answer. Trading stocks, any given stock, any given day, there may be 100 ways to buy and 100 ways to sell. You have to really figure out what kind of trader you are. Are you a trader that likes to buy in the dips to try to get as low as possible? Or are you a trader that wants to get kind of like right in the middle when there's a little bit of upward momentum? Or are you a trader that likes to buy just a little bit below the high of day up here, the $1.70? Or are you the trader that says, oh, I want full confirmation, I want to buy $1.75, I want to avoid all this activity, and I want to buy right in this candle at the push, above. So I don't even have an arrow here at the $1.75, but anywhere in this range is a possibility from 170 to 175. Of course, 160 is where we alerted it, and of course, dip buying is fine too. But what you want to do, as you can see here, and I guess we can even zoom out, is that you really want to scalp these moves because you don't know how far it's going to run. You don't know it's going to go to the mid twos. So our alert was to buy here at $1.60 and then sell at $1.95. Coincidentally, it just tapped $2, and tapping $2 is one thing, but a push above $2 is a whole nother thing. So $1.95 is where we had our price set to sell, and then as you can see here, it gets tricky, right? Because if you bought at $2 or just above $2, you're all of a sudden you're sitting, with these red candles. So just like in this kind of a pattern, you want to buy towards the right side, either in here or I guess here at the bottom. But ideally, we like to buy towards the right side of this particular cup, this kind of U-shaped move. So this cup that's forming, you're going to want to buy on the right side. So you want to wait through all the red moves. Okay, you have some green move. And then you could actually put your buy right here to $1.95. You certainly can do that. And there you have your arrow showing where another buy could take place. And then this move right here from $1.95 on up to like a 215, it's really quick. Again, a lot of these moves can happen really, really fast. So from $1.95 to up to 215, again, that's why you want to really place your order ahead of time because you never really know what's going to happen. And again, looking at this chart, as we're looking at it, it's hard to really know that it's going to go to 245. So you're going to want to wait for the same kind of thing to play out. It goes up and it pulls back. It goes up and it pulls back. So this is going up, and then you're waiting for the pullback. So okay, it's the same. There we go. There's our pullback. It's coming through. You could buy right here at the 210, but you probably want to wait just a little bit more. And we actually alerted another buy at 210. Not quite yet, but right. See, there's what you want. There's what you want. You want to see that empty space. That's the bullish. This is actually, I know it seems counterintuitive, but this is actually more bullish than this. You just have to trust me on that. So now it starts to begin the push, and right around here, you could probably say, you know what? If it goes to 210, I'm a buyer. But with these lines, there's really choices and options. I'm trying to give you guys choices and options. You could say, I'm a buyer again here at 210, or I'm a buyer here at 215, or I'm a buyer at 220, or 219, or even more, even 225. So you just have to kind of figure out what kind of trader you are. We had our line here at 210, and let's just see if that happens. Not quite yet, not quite yet, and there it is, right? And look at this volume bar coming in. So it's it's no coincidence. The volume kicks in, the candles pop up. It pulls back for just like 2 or 3 candles, and then it continues its move up. If you bought at 225, you don't have much room to go. If you bought at 2, you have a little bit of room, so you have to be really quick. When we zoom out, we can see. Whoops. Let's see here. We can see from this 210 move, goes up to like 231. So, again, these moves are not really, fully scientific, right? Because they kind of move with the shape of the chart, from 160 up to 195, which is, I guess, our first alert, the actual alert itself. It's a 22% move. We really did not alert here from 195 up to 215, but there's another 10% move. We kind of gave like a soft alert here at 210, 210 to 231, again, is another 10% move. And you'd really want to be leery of trying to trade up in here because this is, really, really challenging. We had talked about in the room, if it goes back up to 245, which it didn't, then obviously it would be showing more bullish signs, and we want to try to trade that next leg up. So again, here in this chart of GBIM, I just wanted to show different trading opportunities, different ways you can scalp this stock. I'm sure you can probably tell there's many different ways you can. There's many different places that you can buy, many places you can sell. But I think the key is for safe trading, if you can jump in, jump out a few times in the trade, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, as many times as the chart will allow you as it continues to move. You want to really find your safe entries. And I outlined here with the arrows a few entries that I think are fairly safe entries. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you love the video, go ahead and hit subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in our room, just go ahead and go to the site, will2trade.com, fill out the form, and we'll get you all taken care of. Thank you so much. Have a great day.